Well, hey, girls on the run, and all the great girls out there. I'm Mitra Jalali. I go by she, her, hers. I'm really proud to represent St. Paul on the City Council as the Ward 4 Councilwoman. And I'm so excited to talk to you as some of our great girls on the run today.
My name is Camila, and I am in fourth grade in Horseman, and I am 10 years old.
My name is Helen. I go to Anika Elementary, and I am 10 years old, and I'm in fifth grade. What advice would you give to a girl like me who may want to do work like you?
Don't be afraid to dream really big. Tell a few people that you trust who really believe in you that you're thinking about it, and make sure that they are willing to hold space for you as you think about it. Lots of times it takes a lot of time to decide. You need people that are going to be really supportive and just believe in you and who can help you think through what it would take. And then I would say, at the end of the day, run as your true self. So sometimes we get told we have to sort of act a certain way to be an elected official. And it's true that we deserve electeds who show up with their thinking hat on and do their homework, and there's all these things. It's not like you can just not do the job, but there's a lot of things that we get told you have to be that aren't true. You can do it. So don't let that stuff hold you back. Give people the choice of being able to vote for you. Lots of times we don't even give them the choice. And then if you lose, you can always run again. You can. And you just might win. So, and I will say my partner's kid is your age, and her name is Cece, and she ran in her school election just this past week to be the media manager on the student council, and she ran in a 15-way election, and the entire school voted on who they wanted to be the media manager, and she was a new kid on the block because she just moved to her school and didn't know if she would win, and she totally won. So never count yourself out, and just put your best face forward, put your best foot forward.
This fall at Girls on the Run, we're learning things like how to stand up for yourself and others. How do you stand up for yourself and others?
How do I stand up for myself and others? It is important if people lie or say put downs to stand your ground and say that's actually not true, and here's what is true. So Helen and Camila, if you have dreams or things that you think about for yourself, I'd love to hear that.
When I grow up, I want to be a cook because at home I've been learning how to make traditional food from my country, and I would like to share it with the whole world.
What's your favorite traditional food that you've learned to make?
It's called empanadas.
Oh, that sounds so good. That would be so awesome if you were a cook. I would love that too. That's a great dream. What about you, Helen?
I really want to be a pastry chef when I grow up, and I like baking in the kitchen, and my mom has now allowed me to bake by myself. And I also, if I can't really do that, then I'd like to foster animals because I really like animals. They're super nice.
That's awesome. Do you have anything you like baking? Like, is it cakes, croissants, paste? Like, what type of things do you make?
I like making a lot of croissants because me and my grandma really love croissants, and they're just really yummy. And I also make cupcakes.
That's great. You could open a little bakery someday. That'd be awesome. I guess my next question to you all is, what's been like the hardest thing about the pandemic, and then what's been maybe one of the more fun things or something that you've learned, because this is a really hard time for young people. So I want to know how that's been for you.
A hard thing for me about the pandemic is school, because we don't get as much as attention, and we have to do the work independently sometimes, and it's harder, especially in fourth and fifth grade, if you're doing by yourself. And in school, it's easier because your teachers are there to help you and support you.
What's pretty tough for me is that I can't go out and see my friends very much. And school is pretty tough too because we have a classroom of not many people, and most of my classroom is people that I'm not really familiar with, and I'm trying to make friends still.
Yeah, it's hard to make friends when you're all online. What's been a fun thing that you have gotten to do this year, even though things have been hard?
An easy thing is that you can you can discover different things that you can't do when COVID is not around, like how other things work, and like in distance learning, you can spend more time with your parents and see them more often,
Mhm.
because at school you can, because they're at work and other stuff.
What's been fun for me is that I've gotten to do a lot of baking and hanging out with my family. And just a couple days ago, we went to a nature park and we played by the water, and it was really fun.
Yeah, I know it's more time at home with your parents. I'm glad that you both seem to like that, and I'm really excited that you're both learning how to cook so much more. You're going to be master chefs by the time quarantine is over. So good for you, and that's really impressive.